Aw, shit, it's another Godzilla repaint. Alright, well, let's just get this out of the box, and yep, there's Godzilla, and... Holy fuck!
In this series, we're going to be taking a look at every single Hiya Exquisite basic figure in the Godzilla line. Every repaint, reissue, 2.0, whatever they put out, we're going to be taking a look at them all in release order. Let's get started.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video review. Today we are taking a look at the Hiya Toys Exquisite Basic Energized Godzilla from Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire. This is officially our second figure from Hiya in the New Empire toy line. It is another Godzilla KOTM repaint. Surprise, surprise. But this one is at least far more exciting than the last couple repaints we have taken a look at. This is going to be emulating the look of Godzilla in the movie when he goes to the, I believe it was the nuclear plant or the military base, one of those two, and just starts absorbing a bunch of energy and, well, energizes himself. This is a beautiful figure from Hiya Toys. This figure is actually cast entirely in translucent blue plastic, well, light blue plastic, and then dry brushed over with grays and blacks, and then there's a mixture of white and light blue washes applied all over the figure. Hiya Toys once again did an amazing job with the paint applications here to really give the illusion that Godzilla is supercharging himself with blue energy. This is very reminiscent of their Burning Godzilla paint job, just swap out red for blue, and this is basically what you get. But there's just something about the paint apps on this figure that just really make this pop more than the Burning Godzilla variant. Man, just look at all this detailing. I mean, again, this is just a repaint. It's all the same detailing that we would have seen time and time before, but this paint app really just makes it pop. All that skin texture comes through with the beautiful application of washes and dry brushing. I mean, just look at all those scales, the texture on the skin. Even the front is going to have a better application of paint on this time around. Taking a look now at the spines, again, this is cast in translucent light blue, almost turquoise plastic, and then they've painted over the tips with this frosty light, almost white blue, white green paint. But make no mistake, these spines are indeed still translucent, even with them painted over like that. Look at that. Again, it's going to look about as good as the Burning Godzilla that we took a look at, which was already amazing, but there's just something about the paint apps on this one that really make it shine. Some of that real subtle paint applications just gives it a whole new life. The one area on the head in particular that I think they could have done a little more work on would be the eyes. Very similar to some of the other repaints we've seen, namely the Heat Ray repaints and I think the Burning Godzilla repaint. The eyes here are pretty much left untouched. There's the smallest impression of a pupil, but that's about it. The eyes are going to be pretty much untouched from the casted material there. A little unfortunate, but you know, this is an energized version, so it's not the end of the world. The tongue is basically unpainted. There might be a slight wash applied on it, but it's more or less going to be the casted translucent plastic. Overall, though, again, this figure is a looker. No added articulation whatsoever. It is going to have the same range of movement as all the other Godzilla KOTM molds. But right out the box, this figure just moves around so smoothly. There's no resistance in these joints. It moves around as if I just nuked it with hot water or a hairdryer. I did not touch this figure. This figure has been in the box in storage since I got it. And even now, this is probably the best that these tails have felt moving around. I mean, just look at that. No resistance. Tail isn't popping off. They really, really did a good job with the tolerance on this figure. Just a shame that it's still using the engineering of that original mold. But of course, talking about articulation, the head is going to be on a single barbell, so it can look up about that far, look down, only straight ahead, and of course it can move side to side. The jaw is going to be on a hinge, as is the tongue. The shoulders are on ball joints. They can go out about that far. They can swing all the way around. The elbows This could just be my copy, but these elbows actually don't go 90 degrees. The sculpt is actually preventing it. Instead, they hyperextend backwards more. I think that's just an error on my copy, because all the other Godzillas, I'm pretty sure are able to bend 90 degrees and then just straighten out. Mine's just a little too far in the opposite direction. Again, probably just my copy, though. And the wrists are on ball joints. The waist is on a ball joint. Now, even with the tolerances improved a little bit, it's still pretty stiff, and it doesn't move all that much. You know, it is what it is at this point. Thighs, ball joints, they can splay out, go in, twist all the way around. And the knees are on double hinges. They can hinge just shy of 90 degrees, and then they can straighten all the way out. And the ankles, still very limited, but there's a ball joint there. You can get them rotated, pivoting, and just a tiny rocker. Again, it is what it is at this point. Tail, ball joint, 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 ball joint. And as I demonstrated earlier, yes, you can get a pretty decent amount of range given the design, given the engineering. Holds together very well. Get a decent curve out of it. Even the other way. Decent curve out of it. Holds together very well. Straightens out. Well, very nice. Curves up. Actually, surprisingly, decent amount. Hiya Toys must have invented a time machine. Did I already do this bit with the Rodan video? I don't remember. We're going to do the bit again. Hiya Toys must have invented a time machine. They must have gone to the future, watched my videos, heard my complaints about accessories, gone back in time, and implemented accessories on this figure. I don't know if you've heard that bit already, but we're going with it again. What am I I'm talking like a crazy person. What am I even talking about? Hiya Toys has finally given us accessories with a Godzilla repaint. Holy shit, guys. It only took you 9 fucking repaints, but we finally have an alternate pair of hands to go with our Godzilla. It's a pair of fists. It's not anything crazy, but this is all I've been talking about for so many videos. Just give us something with these repaints, and it would feel like we're getting more value out of them. So, I mean, it's just an alternate pair of hands. All you gotta do, theoretically, that is, holy shit. I've never actually done this. So, live on camera, you just pop off the wrists and just pop on the new hands. Oh boy, oh brother. Oh brother. Okay, thankfully that was nowhere near as annoying as Ghidorah's tails. Finally, Hiya Toys has allowed Godzilla to fist the military, just like he did infamously in Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire. Look, the fists are very simple. It's nothing crazy, but again, just that something extra gives this figure so much more to do. I'm glad that Hiya did something, even if it's just something simple like alternate hands. And now with the fists, if you have any kind of small vehicle accessory, yeah, you can just slide it right into the fist. Look at that, it's fun. Again, nothing crazy, but that little something does a lot for the figure. Ow, fucker. You know, I think the only thing we need to work on now, Hiya, is maybe making these fingers a little less sharp, because goddamn, swapping the hands on and off, if you don't have a hairdryer on hand, oh, fuck, dude, good luck. This thing's cutting into my finger right now. Ugh. I mean, it's good to know that once these hands are on, they're not going anywhere, but holy crap. You better pick a set of hands that you like and just leave it alone. This section of the video is now going to be extensively discussing and comparing this figure to all of Hiya's other Godzilla King of the Monsters repaints. So if you are not Godzilla pilled, go ahead and just skip ahead to the next section of the video. With that out of the way, let's now just take a look at Hiya's other translucent Godzilla figure. All right, so this is currently the only other translucent Godzilla figure that Hiya's put out. The new Energized Godzilla does a few things that I like more than the original transparent, translucent, whatever Godzilla. And this version of Godzilla does a few things I like more than the Energized Godzilla. So when I talked about the heat ray translucent Godzilla, I remember talking about how I felt the paint applications on the body were pretty lackluster. This is a very good comparison to what I would have liked to have seen. No, it doesn't need to be like some crazy Energized variant with all this crazy detailing shining through the body. But these washes, this dry brush, that really could have benefited on the original figure. Because again, it's just kind of bland. There's not much going for it other than this this dull, flat gray. But on the flip side, these spines are simply amazing. These are the best spines on a Monster vs. Godzilla to date, at least of the time of this video. Not to say that these spines are bad, but I mean, again, just look at that gradient, that paint. It's really going to come through when we start looking at the translucent ability of these figures. And again, there's the beautiful spines on the Heat Ray Godzilla. And here's the spines on the Energized Godzilla. Again, Energized is not bad looking in terms of the spines, but the way that they did it, this like sparkling blue, again, I get it, it's a Heat Ray version. It would have been nice to seen this kind of translucent application applied on the Heat Ray instead of just frosted tips. Again, don't get me wrong, Energized looks great regardless. Comparing Energized now to its closest cousin, the Burning Godzilla from Hiya Toys. You know, I don't know why I suggested that Burning Godzilla was translucent. That's just flat out incorrect. I must have banged my head against the table or something. I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. That's not a thing. They don't have a translucent Burning Godzilla. The paint applications on the body are pretty similar. Not the same. I actually, taking a look at them side by side right now, I think they did a better job on Energized with the look that they were going for. Again, not to say Burning Godzilla looks bad, not to say the Energized looks bad. Burning Godzilla is going to have this like charred magma look, while Energized really does look like he's glowing from the inside out. If Hiya Toys ever makes an Energized evolved Godzilla, this is how I want them to do it. This looks amazing for what they're going for. They really nailed the look of a souped up, charged up Godzilla. And at this point, let's just go ahead and run through the gauntlet of Hiya Toys Godzilla figures, shall we? So here is, once again, the 2019 original King of the Monsters Godzilla. Here's the Godzilla vs. Kong Heat Ray Godzilla figure. The Godzilla vs. Kong base repaint. Once again, the King of the Monsters Burning Godzilla repaint. Once again, the, I think this is a Godzilla vs. Kong Heat Ray Translucent figure repaint. And the Godzilla x Kong New Empire pre-evolved Godzilla repaint. And here we have the lineup of Hiya Toys Godzilla repaints. No, this actually does not include the original Godzilla vs. Kong figure that they put out. What you're looking at here are only repaints of the KOTM mold. Holy shit, guys. I think we got a little too crazy with these figures. Let's slow it down now on the KOTM repaints, all right? Can we all agree on that? Surely there are no more, right? Right? Oh, fuck. So, the Hiya Toys Energized Godzilla. Honestly, guys, for as tired as I am of talking of these repaints, this is a banger release from Hiya Toys. This figure looks incredible. It comes with fists. It's fun. The tolerances are great out the box. The only thing that they could have done differently is given us a beam. That would have been cool, but I get why it's not. And I do wish the eyes were more vibrant. I wish they glowed or something, but that's really it. It's hard for me to to nitpick this figure because it is what it is. It's just an energized Godzilla. Now, if you're just not a fan of the KOTM mold for whatever reason, maybe you just don't like the sculpt, maybe you just don't like the design, the engineering, I totally get it. This figure won't change your opinion of it, but this is a very cool looking figure. It stands out on the shelf. It's unique. If you're a photographer, this thing's incredible. But I think we are long overdue at this point for some kind of update on this mold. Better engineering, perhaps. Guys, this is a great figure. I definitely recommend this. Even if you're insane like I am and you own all of the other KOTM repaints, this one is by far one of my favorite repaints. This is side by side with the base KOTM for my top pick. This figure's fantastic. Yeah, all around, top marks from Hiya. Great job. That's all I got to say this week, guys. Hope you all have been enjoying the videos. Hope you all have a fantastic holiday. I think this video is scheduled to be posted a week or two before Christmas. By the time you're watching this video, I'm already on vacation. I'm making this well ahead of time. So hopefully I scheduled this out in a way that doesn't interrupt my weekly releases. But until next time, guys, see ya!